She was
Of
perfect.
course.
And I mean, by the time she took her first bow, I was in tears. Of course, I couldn't let her know. But, she did pretty well. I'll tell you the video later. She did pretty well.
Great. That's what kids do to you, man. They don't even know how that chill and that goose pimples that you feel inside when you're watching them accomplish what you really want them to accomplish and as they unfold in life. It's if you don't have kids, I can't explain it. For those,
Listen,
yeah, for those people with kids, I can. But those who don't have kids, I can't find the adjectives to describe that feeling of being proud.
but
You're
she was practicing this piece for maybe about 3 weeks. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. And the day before, Saturday night, she said, "Mommy, I hate this piece. I want to throw it in the garbage." I'm like, "Oh gosh."
I wonder where she got that from.
I have no idea. So I was getting worried. I was like, what am I doing to this poor child? But she was fine. She went up, she did her thing, and everything was fine. No nerves, nothing.
Yeah, she's like, I got this.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah,
Mom, Dad, anything else? Is there anything you all want me to do? I got this.
yeah.
Give me something harder the next time around.
I know. It was pretty good.
All right. So let's do a quick roll call here on the USA Immigration Link as we remind you to actually place your questions in the comment section on Facebook. All right. So just want to say once again, welcome, Carol Anderson, Janice Clark, Harrison Jackson, Georgia Tolo, Tonette So Blessed. It's good to see you. Cordella, as usual, Red Lips. I said, okay. Um, my mom. Whoa. My mom, Joanna Chambers. Oh God. Does that mean I gotta be nice today?
You have to be.
Uh, my mom is watching. Nisi Grimes, um, Christy Kinsale, okay, Taylor Shireen, David Smith. I'm welcoming all of you because you are the superstars, not Sandra and I. All right, you guys are the superstars. You guys are the ones that sharing in all the groups that's out there, the pages. You're the one who did all your homework over the weekend and subscribed to at least 10 groups, and you're sharing that in the groups right now. You're the one making the USA Immigration Link grow right here on Live with Squeeze. And remember, the phone number I've pinned to the top, 1-800-392-6929. Now, Taylor Shireen, welcome. If you have immigration questions, let's jump right into them. Let's place them in the comment section, all right? And get things going. What is my 74-year-old mom doing? Watching me on Facebook. She too hot. It's not Taylor, she too hot, you know? Okay, her birthday is coming up also. Mother's Day is this weekend, right?
Yes, I can't forget
Is it
that.
this weekend? It is this weekend, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes, it is this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's birthday is on the 16th.
Okay.
Two
Do you
and a,
have
yeah. All right. So let's go to the USA Immigration Link group. Um I'm gonna ask my colleagues to actually share that also. A couple of questions from the USA Immigration Link group. I don't know if you got to all of them last week, but let's jump to this one here.
mm-hmm.
First question for the USA Immigration Link for today. Asking for a friend. How,
Mm-hmm.
how long does it take to apply for a daughter over the age of 30 years old with a permanent resident card or citizenship card? And by the way, good evening to you both.
With a permit, what?
Let me repeat.
Take
Asking,
the
yeah.
permanent card?
How long does it take to apply for a daughter over
Mm-hmm.
the age of 30 who has a permanent resident card or citizenship card? I'm confused there too.
I mean, I'm thinking that the petitioner is a permanent resident. They're trying to determine how long it takes if the petitioner is a permanent resident or the petitioner is a citizen. That's what I'm thinking that they're asking. So
Mhm.
I'm at the visa bulletin, and if you're a permanent resident filing for your unmarried son or daughter, you fall under the second family sponsored preference, and they're currently looking at petitions that were filed in May of 2000. Sorry, um, yes, May of 2000. I'm looking at it. Hold on, David.
No problem. I'll hold on for the attorney,
Excuse me.
Sandra Smith. Attorney.
Yeah, February of 2013. Right. So based on that, it's approximately approximate 6 year wait. If you're a permanent resident and you're filing for your unmarried son or daughter who's 21 years of age or older, they're looking at petitions that were filed February 1st, 2013. On the other hand, if you're a citizen and you're petitioning for your unmarried son or daughter, They're looking at petitions that were filed in 2012. So that's an approximate 7-year wait. If you're a citizen filing for your unmarried son or daughter, in this case over 31, over 30 years old, it's January 2012, approximately a 7-year wait
Okay.
versus a 7-year wait
All right.
as of now.
As of now.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So once again, folks, the attorney just answered a question. You may call 1-800-392-6929. That is the number for her offices. Book your appointment for one of the 6 days that she's open in Brooklyn or in New York City at 40 Wall Street and 899 Franklin Avenue in Brooklyn. I love how the shares are coming along. Would I say I have enough shares? No. All right. But I'd like to have more shares, and the numbers are growing. I love you, Team Squeeze. By the way, Team Squeeze happens to be anyone, Sandra, that watches the show every day. Speaking of
Now,
the show,
question, what's Team Squeeze?
that's Team Squeeze. Now, speaking about Team Squeeze, you missed the show on Saturday, or did you?
I did.
No, you didn't. We
Did
ran,
I?
we ran a tape on Saturday. It wasn't live.
Okay.
You saw all the calls that came in, right?
Yes. Yes. A
Okay.
lot of calls came in.
Okay, so folks, we are working on having the show live on Saturdays between 7 and 8. I am dragging Sandra Smith, kicking and screaming with Sasha to host the show with yours truly. All
That
right?
8 a.m.
Huh?
7 a.m. or 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
All right.
All right? The work is never, ever over. All right? Once again, folks, place your questions here. All right? Ludlow, try to be a little bit more detailed with your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Last week, we had a lot of people asking very vague questions on the immigration link. Like you just asked, you just said, good afternoon, how can I apply for a waiver? Waiver for what? All right. So, please try and be more detailed when asking your questions. All right. Put as much information in there as you can. All right. And then we'll, ask the attorney to expound as much as she can based on what information you have put on the Facebook comment section when you ask your questions. Once again, place your questions in the comment section. I'm going to go to our WhatsApp group and ask another question of my attorney, Sandra Smith, who is live with us today. Let's get to the WhatsApp group. Let's see now. Let's go to, hi, I came here on a K-1 visa file for an adjustment, messed up along the way, which caused some delay. Now everything is fixed. However, the stamp in my passport expires and I can't get my driver's license or SS back. I lost my wallet. Is there any way I can get another stamp to get my ID back in New York City?
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. A lot of details there, but pretty much what I'm getting from this, because I took some notes on that, that this person got a K-1 visa and migrated to the States, right? Subsequently filed for adjustment, right? She said that there were some issues, there was some delay, and everything is fixed. So if everything is fixed, it appears to me as if she's currently awaiting the adjustment application. And it appears to me as if also that she at some point probably had applied for a work permit. This is just me extrapolating. Had applied for a work permit, possibly received the work permit, and then got a social security number. So she got a social security number, and perhaps with all these things, she was able to get a driver's license, right? And I know her wallet was lost or is lost, and she's trying to figure out how can she get back her driver's license or social. I'm not sure if the stamp is the answer, but if she's awaiting her adjustment, what she probably can do, David, is to call up immigration, the 1-800 number, to see if it's outside of processing time, because perhaps a minute now she'll be getting her interview.
Right.
In that case, once she gets her interview and she gets the stamp, then she can, go back and reapply for the lost social security. I mean, it's also important probably for her to call up the Social Security Administration and see if there's anything else that they could use to actually give her another card, since she already was issued a Social Security card, because that number stays with her forever, right? Unless, of course, there's some issues where she wants to change it. But I don't see what would prevent her from getting it back if she has her other IDs, such as her passport, etc., and evidence that she in fact is awaiting this adjustment interview. So maybe some patience is required on her part, because she says that everything's fixed, so she's probably just waiting on the interview to get her permanent resident card.
Absolutely. Once again, speaking with the attorney, Sandra Smith. We're here on the Live with Squeeze show featuring the USA Immigration Link. We can be seen here every weekday at 6 p.m. until approximately 7 p.m. Once again, more importantly, store the number, call the number 1-800-392-6929. That's 1-800-392-6929. Sandra happens to be in one of her locations. Okay. All right. And she's answering the questions. Let's go to the, I wanted to say, let's go to the videotape. All right. All right. Welcome, Irons. Okay. Edna is asking for a friend. All right. Her friend got married in 2014 and she just got her 10-year 2 weeks ago. How long does it take for her to file for her citizenship?
So, all right, if she received her 10-year, she said she received her 10-year 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So pretty much on the permanent resident card, you want to look at the date of issue, the issue date. So if she received it and the issue date says, for example, May 1st, 2019, then you're going to count 3 years from May 1st, 2019. If she's still married to the US citizen, then she can apply for her citizenship then. If she's no longer married, then she's going to have to wait for 5 years after the green card or the permanent resident card was issued. A lot of times persons think that you count from the date of marriage. No, it's the date when you received the actual permanent resident card.
Yeah. Got you. Interesting. Very interesting. You learn something every day here. All right.
Also,
go on.
Also, in some instances, persons would have received the first conditional resident card, right, with an issue date. The issue date remains the same. The conditional resident card is for 2 years, and once the conditions are removed, now you have a 10-year permanent resident card. The issue date on both cards will be the same. So you're going to count from that date. 3 years if you're still married, 5 years if you're not, if you're no longer married to a US citizen, in order to apply for your citizenship.
Did I tell you that you know your stuff? Have I ever told you that, Sandra?
All the time.
You know your stuff, enough. I'm very happy about that, though. All right, so once again, folks, it is the USA Immigration Link right here. I am actually sharing on some pages right now, so if I hesitate, I can walk and chew gum. We have another question coming up right here, but let's just do this share right here. There, that share is done. Let's go back to the WhatsApp group, which we'll give you in a few. All right. Let's go to the, okay. If I came here on a K1 visa, oh, sorry, did that one already. I am a H-2B worker. If I apply for an extension, will the extension affect me in any way of getting back the work permit after getting back home to Jamaica? And what's the longest you can work on an H-2B visa in the United States?
Okay, so H-2B visas are for temporary non-agricultural workers. So it would have been a petition, or there would have been someone here in the United States who would have been the employer who would have petitioned for this person. In the first instance, I'm not sure. Does this person already have the H-2B visa? Is it that they have the visa already?
Yeah, it seems like they are actually. It seems like they already have the H-2B visa.
Okay, so well, here's the thing. There are other questions that I want to ask this particular person. For how long was this visa issued? You know, and have they complied with the terms of the visa? Because a lot of times persons would have received an H-2B visa, they come to the United States and they don't work with the employer and they violate the terms of their visa.
Link on Live with Squeeze, weekdays, 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. Sandra is going to be bidding us farewell shortly, so let's try to squeeze in as much as we can, pun intended, out of her. All right. So let's see what Ludlow really is saying here. Ludlow, let's just see if we can decipher what it is that you're saying. First thing you said, Ludlow, was good afternoon. How can I apply for a waiver? And then you said visa. All right, let's see if you have any other follow-up, because I want us to help you out.
He said what? He just said visa.
Yeah, it said visa. And then it says, good afternoon. Can I get a number to reach you? Yeah, we're going to give you a number also. But it says a visa waiver that he wants. So I get
Okay.
some information that he's omitting.
Yeah, it's pretty vague. I mean, because just in a quick nutshell, a waiver is pretty much asking for pardon. Like, you did something wrong, and
Right.
you're on it to them. Can you please excuse what I did wrong for these reasons? So in some instances, there are some things that you can be granted waivers for. In some instances, you need to be able to show hardship, perhaps to a U.S. citizen, parent, child, or spouse. So we need more information to determine if you, in fact, qualify for a waiver, first of all, right?
Mhm.
Because there's some things that a person would never be granted waivers for example, possession of marijuana, which is over 30 grams. In some instances, a person will think that they can move forward, but no. So it all depends on what his particular set of facts are. So we need more information, of course.
Okay. Um,
For example,
sorry.
possession of marijuana.
So the person who said that was asking about the HB2 said that they are currently working with the employer, but they want an extension.
Okay. All right. So the extension is based on the same position. Then perhaps the employer is going to have to assist with that extension,
Okay.
or to change jobs. You know what I mean? So that person needs to call at my office. Give them the number, David, or if you can just type it in, the person can call at my office, and I can further expound on her situation.
Okay. Once again, folks, remember the number for the law offices happens to be 1-800-392-6929. That's 1-800-392-6929. I'd like to welcome a few more people before we get to some more questions. Ambrose Grant, Paula, thank you so much for tuning in, Paula. That's Miss Paula Smith. All right, Taylor Shireen, thank you so much. Mr. Kellier, thank you so much for joining. All right. Mr. Kellier, it would be nice if you join us in the Zoom link. The Zoom link. Okay. You think probably see people don't even we're overtaking everybody, The Zoom link, people don't know. The Zoom link. I emailed you. All right. Or maybe it's, everyone is being like you now, Sandra. They're being shy. What's up with that?
What do you mean?
You remember initially you didn't want to get on this thing. You're like, David, what is the Facebook thing? What's going to happen? Am I going to get eaten by this thing?
I did not know what it was.
All right. So Taylor Shireen, who's an avid viewer and listener of us, she wants to know, Sandra, can you file for your nephew?
You can file for your nephew if you're a U.S. citizen and you've adopted your nephew, right? And you go through the processes that are involved in the adoption. The adoption takes place before the child turns 16, and there are other things that we're going to have to satisfy. But if you want a petition for your nephew, you can't do that. Of course, if you become the adoptive parent and then you qualify on the other requirements, then perhaps yes. But generally speaking, no, you cannot apply for your nephew.
And I want to say thanks for all the wonderful accolades and compliments that Sandra Smith, our attorney, is getting, along with myself. We do appreciate all your lovely comments and do support our sponsors. That happens to be BioLife Energy Systems and USA Credit Repair. If someone can type on those links for me, I'd really appreciate it. Man, talk about getting stroked. Wow. All right, so let's get to another question here. Anne-Marie wants to know, good evening. If you want to do an adjustment of status, can you divorce your husband if you can't locate him?
Wait, do you want to adjust your status?
Mm-hmm.
Locate your husband. Can you move forward without look? I'm not sure I'm understanding the question. Go ahead,
I guess evidently this person is married, okay,
yeah.
And they need to do an adjustment of status. However, they cannot locate their husband. Is the case dead?
Pretty much. My first answer is yes, because you're going to need to have your spouse present, for example, for the interview. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that you're married to a U.S. citizen. He files the first set of documents, which is the I-130 petition. Let's say you get an approval, and then you decide to submit the I-485 after. Or let's just say that you decide to submit the entire package and just he's not present anymore. He's gone, or you guys are broken up. Point they're going to call you in for an adjustment interview, which is the I-485 interview. you're going to be required to have your spouse present for that interview, because in that interview, you're going to prove that you have a bona fide marriage. If the spouse isn't there, then you pretty much cannot move forward on adjustment. No. In the event of a person being in a relationship and the person, and it was a good faith, right? So we want to mention good faith, want to mention bona fide. So you did not get married for the purposes of evading immigration laws. And during the course of your relationship, you were battered or abused by this US citizen spouse, then perhaps you can move forward on your own, self petition. But the question you asked was whether or not you can move forward on the I-485 without your spouse. I want to say the answer is no.
Okay. And if you want more information where that is concerned, it would behoove me not to let you know that you actually should call 1-800-392-6929. That's 1-800-392-6929. Okay. To get your questions answered and find out what options do you have. All right. So Ludlow, back to Ludlow. He said, 15 years ago, I went and I bought a visa. I traveled to New York. They denied the entry, went back to reapply, but they say I have to apply for a waiver. Thanks a lot for coming clean with that, Ludlow. All right.
So 15 years ago, purchased a visa. So that's immigration fraud. So the person was trying to enter the country fraudulently. And I guess the person is not in. So they said they were denied the visa. They were denied entry on that
They were
visa.
denied entry.
And then they subsequently applied for an immigrant visa or a non-immigrant visa.
Evidently, they want to go apply for a visa now, and they said they were told they need a waiver.
All right. So here's the thing. Typically when that happens at the U.S. The consulate, what they typically do, they will then give a person a document, and then they will check off, the waiver that they're suggesting that the person applied for.
Right.
So it's in Ludlow's case, and he has that, then if you could let me know, or perhaps call the office up, and then we can discuss further if you do in fact qualify for a waiver. Because all the times they will tell you what waiver to apply for, and it's also in their discretion whether or not they're gonna, number one, have you apply for the waiver, number two, grant you the waiver if in fact you meet the requirements to qualify for this waiver. So if in fact you were told, you can call us up in the office, and we kind of can help you to further kind of clarify what's going on and how we can assist you with this particular situation.
All right. Want to welcome Michael Coleman, who is quite an avid viewer of the USA Immigration Link live with Squeeze here. And Tanisha Aquarian Bartley says, you are so humble. I wonder if you're from Manchester. So I'll let you respond to that as I give out the number 1-800-392-6929. That's 1-800-392-6929. That is the number for the law offices right here in New York State. So once again, folks, remember, reasons why you should choose Sandra Smith. One, she's a solid attorney. Two, she understands the culture because she's of the culture. She is Jamaican. She practices law in Jamaica. She practices law in Trinidad and Tobago. She works with many community organizations, Caribbean. She's all about helping out the Caribbean community. To be very honest with you, I'd be lying if I said that I have had other attorneys on board with me that has done more for the Caribbean community when it comes to community organizations. Sandra happens to be a part of many. She's always at some function where where different and respective Caribbean countries are concerned. And I do appreciate that she's so involved with the community. So keep it up, Sandra, and keep helping people from all different walks of life. Regardless of your race, creed, color, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, she doesn't care. She just wants to help you if you're a human being. And even if you are not a human being, she loves cats, she loves dogs, she loves everything. All right? As long as it's God's creatures, she loves them. All right. So, Ludlow, give a call, 1-800-392-6929. And Sandra will let you know if you have any options. All right? Sandra, Cordella Douglas says she's waiting on your call.
Cordella Douglas, Miss Cordella, maybe you should call back because I've answered all my calls. I've responded. Perhaps I left a message for you to call me back. So not sure what's going on there, but give us a call in the office. And if you don't get through to me directly, tell my paralegal it's very important that you want to talk to me, and I'll call you back. But yes, give us a call.
All right, no problem. All right. Okay, let's see what it is. Been married to my husband for over 1 year and a few months now. He passed away. Can I petition for myself, and how long will it take? I know this
Okay,
one.
sorry,
I said, I know this one, but go ahead.
that you mean the I-360? Well, here's the thing. So, been married for a year,
hmm
um,
1 year and a few months.
1 year and a few months.
And
Was
then
this,
the husband passed on.
is it a good faith relationship? Was this person, did you guys reside together? Can you prove the bona fides of the relationship? I'm thinking that if you're a widow, perhaps you can self-petition, but there are certain things that you're gonna have to be able to prove. David,
It's
I
not
can't,
just dry. It's not just dry.
it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
No.
I understand what you're saying. And one of the things that you'll never find Sandra doing, Sandra will not just say yes or no unless it's truly definitive. There are questions that can come into play. All right. And as we know, Donald Trump and his guys and gals do not play. Hence the reason why she doesn't want to be dry. Okay. So I understand where you're coming from, Sandra, because I do know the answer also, but I am not the attorney. All right. And
So I
that's
have
the reason why it's important for people to come in.
an spouse of, widow of a U.S. citizen. That's where we're going with this. But
Right.
call us up and let us see, what's going on with your situation and how we can assist you.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the USA Immigration Link on Live with Squeeze. I do not believe that we're going to get our guests that we've been waiting on. We were going to be speaking a little bit about mental health, and we're going to be speaking on one of our sponsors also. However, I've not heard from them, so Sandra and myself is going to wrap up. All right. Bridget is laughing at what I said. Even if you're not human, she loves you. Thanks for recognizing my kind. Bridget said that. Everybody got jokes. Bridget, you're way too sweet. All right. And Cardella said thanks. All right. Okay, here's one. My father is a U.S. citizen and filed for me since 2012, and I am over 21 years old. How long will it take?
Okay, so let me look at the visa bulletin. Hold on. Okay, so U.S. citizen, David,
Yeah.
you there?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm here.
so unmarried, this
Mhm,
person, unmarried child of a U.S. citizen, right?
mhm.
This person will fall in the F1 category. And right now they're looking at petitions with a priority date of January 8th, 2012. When was this person petitioned for?
Can you put your camera back on?
I'm here.
Yeah, turn it off on.
Can you see me?
No, you're back now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never left.
Okay. My father is a U.S. citizen and filed for me since 2012, and I'm over 21 years old. How long would it take?
So if I filed a petition for them 2012, currently they're looking at applications that were filed January 8th, 2012. So it will be important for that person to get the priority date from their notice of action on the I-130 and extrapolate from the visa bulletin. There's a visa bulletin that you can actually get from the government website, which is the visa bulletin for the current month, which is May 2019.
Mhm.
And perhaps it's time for you to move forward with your petition because, as I said before, they're currently adjudicating petitions that were filed January 8th, 2012. So you may be ready to move forward with the National Visa Center, etc., in getting your situation sorted out.
Okay.
So, I
Wonderful.
mean, if you're having issues, of course, that's what we're here for. Call us up in the office and we'll assist you with this situation.
Right, right. All right. Anything else you want to add before you go?
No, David, not a lot of questions are coming in and I appreciate it. I mean, there are lots of folks out there who need assistance and that's why we're here. So as David keeps mentioning, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, call us up and we try to assist you as much as we can with your immigration issues.
Absolutely. And people, I don't want you to think that we take you for granted. Everyone has got their demons that they're fighting every day. We all have our demons that we're fighting, but we're truly here trying to help as many people as possible. And we were really put on this planet to help each other. God's putting us through a test, and it's for us to actually help each other. All right, so let's keep doing that. So when you get on the show and you start sharing the link with others, you are truly helping other people. when someone books an appointment and they keep it, they're truly helping themselves and others. All right. So that's the reason why I say, book your appointment. Okay. 1-800-392-6921. That's the law offices. 1-800-392-6929. That is. Let me delete that. What am I doing, man? Why do I keep doing that? 6929. All right. So make sure you actually get that done. Jay wants to know, came to New York, how would I get a visa? That's pretty vague there.
What? What's the question?
Come to New York, how would I get a visa? I guess to come to New York, how do I get a visa? I know.
It's pretty vague.
I know. It's very vague.
Yeah.
All right. Very, very vague. And people, do remember, all right, you can call the attorney yourself. All right. And let me just flip for 30 seconds. Close your ears, Sandra. People, you spend a couple $100 or whatever it is. I don't know what she charges for the consultation. Jesus, you get peace of mind. All right. Skip lunch this week and go see the attorney. At least when you walk out of her office, you know exactly where you are, what needs to be done or what needs not to be done. But stop sticking it to yourself. Okay? And I'm going to be very, very straight up. Some of you are just lazy about yourself. You are just lazy about yourself. Some of you just believe in procrastinating. And just remember, procrastination is a thief of time. You cannot get it back. Think about your family members. Think about your kids. Think about what you can do for them if you're in status. So get up off your ass and make the call.
David?
I'm being nice, okay? I'm just saying because I know people who keep putting it off, hoping that Donald Trump is gonna come to whatever town you're in and wave his magic wand and everything is gonna be all right. That guy is not doing that, all right?
Sometimes, it's just information, because sometimes persons will read up online, they will listen to us, and then they will think that one size fits all, and then they will think it applies to them. They will hear a person telling them, this is how it's done, this is how they did it. So there's a lot of information out there. So, you come to our offices and we'll be able to kind of go sift through all that stuff and tell you exactly what needs to be told. And, if you have a case or not, right? At that point in time, you can decide to hire our offices, but just come in for the consultation so you can see where you stand. Important, very important.
See, all of a sudden, everybody is taking it personal. Squeeze calling me lazy. Cardell, I'm not calling you lazy, but some people are lazy. No. I'm not sugarcoating it. I am not going to sugarcoat it. See, that's the problem. You all can't call me a hypocrite. Some of you, straight up, I'm putting it, are bluntly lazy. You're lazy for yourself. You sit on your backside and you do nothing. I am not going to sugarcoat it. Sandra can be the attorney she is. I am going to be the real person I am, which is David Anarchy. Come on. Some of you just lazy. Some of you just treating yourself unfairly. Yes, stop treating yourself unfairly. All right, stop it. Enough. Okay? Stay out of this, Sandra. They know what I'm talking about. Okay? You all want me to be 100% square. Never going to happen. Wrong show. I am going to tell you like it is. Okay? Because I see you out in the streets. I know what you're doing. Okay? I see you on social media. I know what you're doing. I see you in the parties. I know what you're doing. I see the nice hairdo. I see the Louboutins. I see the nice outfit. Don't tell me somebody buy it for you. Whatever. Start taking care of yourself. And the first thing that you can take care of is your status here in the United States. Mind you, as Sandra is saying, a lot of you have no options right now. But a lot of you do have options. And some of you sitting around waiting for somebody to come and say, I am Captain Marvel. I am Superman. It's going to be fixed. Listen, you got to do something, man. Seriously. My Caribbean people, keep listening. Keep asking questions. That's doing something. If you keep asking questions and you keep doing something and you keep doing the research, okay, that's you doing something. But don't be lazy. All right? All right. And yes, Marlon, you are right. Some folks are scared.
Yeah.
But hold up. So you're scared. So you're not going to do anything? Y'all don't let me flip. Fear is a part of life. Fear is a part of life, and fear is not going anywhere. Fear is going to be here. It's for you to get up off your ass and kick fear in its rump. So, yes, you are scared. So what? I am quite sure we've been scared of doing many other things. Being scared is a part of the process. And you have to take that plunge. If you do nothing, you will get absolutely nothing. Some people want me to be square, like I said earlier, but I can't, because some of you will not make that move. And then 10 years pass, and another 5 years pass, and then another 10 years pass, and then you start making funeral preparations. Come on, people. You know yourselves. Not all of you, but you know yourselves. You know what I'm talking about. This is the United States of America, the land of opportunity. All right? And regardless of what we say, our respective countries are great, beautiful, and everything. This is still the greatest country in the world. Why? Because of the opportunity that it can give us. I am an example of that. And I want for everybody to actually take advantage of the opportunities that they can receive if they actually push themselves a little harder every day. If there is no option, or if there are no options for you right now, not a problem. Keep helping yourself by listening. Okay, keep helping others also by sharing. Don't be selfish. All right? Anyway, quick question before we end the show. What if your green card was lost in the mail? How long does it take USCIS to resend you a new card?
Okay, so if your green card is lost in the mail, typically you're gonna have to reapply. Well, submit I think it's an I-90 application to get a new card. I keep mentioning this 90-day thing, and I typically tell a person, once you've sent something off to USCIS, they typically online have the processing times for particular applications. So you can actually go online and check to see how far they are with your I-90 application, for example, or whatever application that you submitted. But it's also say that, once you receive that notice of action, then you should call up and, after 90 days to see if they're outside of processing time or, so, 30 days or so. But I've seen situations where persons have received their replacement card within 2 months, and I've seen it happen within 6 months. So there's no telling how long it's going to take. But as I said, after 90 days, I typically call up to see what's happening with an application if you don't get anything back from them.
Absolutely. All right. And I want to say thanks to Team Squeeze. They have done a wonderful job in sharing and spreading the word. We're going to conclude the show here now. All right. And we do appreciate it. Now I'm going to type in the number one more time so that people can actually see it. I keep screwing up the number, so let me make it very clear. The number for the law offices happens to be 1-800-392-6929. That's 1-800-392-6929, 1-800-392-6929. Do remember you can catch this show weekdays from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m., Saturdays between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m., and book your appointments by calling 1-800-392-6929. Once the show ends, feel free to call that number and book your appointments to see Sandra Smith. All right? I don't want to hear her complaining that you booked your appointment and then you didn't show up. I will call you up. I will find you. Okay? And me and you will fight. Not literally, of course. All right? So, people, remember, book your appointment with Sandra Smith, your attorney. And if you need legal things done in Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, speak with her about it. You never know. All right? She practices law in both respective countries. 1-800-392-6929. That's 1-800-392-6929. That's 1-800-392-6929. Sandra, thanks for being so beautiful in answering all the questions. Thanks for being that beautiful Black woman that you are. Thanks for being so beautiful as a humanitarian. Thanks for being so beautiful for all the people. Thanks for just being beautiful, and thanks for being the attorney you are. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. This is an attorney advertisement, but I'm quite sure she'll stay beautiful. With that said,
David, I like how you ignored the fact that I had to leave at 6:30, but it's all right.
Oh, I was on Jamaica time. It's 6 o'clock now, almost 6 o'clock in Jamaica. So I was in Jamaica time, I was looking at my Jamaica watch, So,
Yeah.
and
So-
Georgia Tolo said, good show. I'm a survivor, says hello to you also. And Marlon, thanks a lot. Knowledge is power. Great for him to provide a path in knowing their options. I love the comments that we're getting. Clarky, thanks a lot, man. All right, Clarky, heart of love. Anne-Marie, thank you so much. We're out of here.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So-
Bye.